It comes as no surprise that the Yakuza games are always ripe with a wide variety of content. One main pillar of said content is the mini-games that it has to offer. One of the many examples is karaoke, an activity where you can sing your heart out in the most dramatic way to the extent of having your character think up an illusionary scenario to go with the song, which adds a whole new level of vitality into the minigame. And that brings us to today's topic. Top 5 karaoke songs in the Yakuza series. So without further ado, grab a drink or two, sit back and relax, as tonight is karaoke night. Like a Butterfly is a duet karaoke song that debuted in Yakuza 6. If it wasn't for the mic, a friend of mine who translates Yakuza songs on his channel, I probably would have picked this song just for the sole reason of Kiryu rapping in the most badass manner with those funky shades on. But I also have to say that the hostesses do a pretty damn good job of singing it. However, after knowing the lyrics, I must say that I'm absolutely captivated by the wistful yet hopeful tone in it, as well as the depth of its meaning. It talks about how greed caught up to this girl, having built strings of sin that are now back to punish her for all her wrongdoings, comparing her now broken self to a flawed butterfly that cannot fly. And Kiryu, or the male singer, seemed to represent the harsh remorse that she seems to be going through, which is compared to a horrid, venomous spider. And this harsh remorse later changes into encouragement, cheering her on to fly again like a butterfly, possibly meaning to atone for what she has done and become a better person. I could be either right or horribly wrong, but this, my friends, is the beauty of literature. This is just my interpretation of the lyrics and the meaning, but one thing's for sure, this song is filled with beautiful imagery. What do you think it means? Discuss in the comments below.
Machine gun kiss, they just fall in love. Whoa,
Machine Gun Kiss, a classic that first appeared in Yakuza 4 for Kiryu and later became available for another protagonist in Yakuza 5, namely Tatsuo Shinada. Although I'm inclined to say that I prefer Kiryu's version by miles. Shinada's attempt is good and I definitely appreciate the addition, but I just think it doesn't compare to Kiryu's version. This song manages to combine love and romanticism with a good dose of testosterone and maintain it till the last syllable of the song. The meaning is simple enough. The speaker is trying to convey his intense love to this timid woman that he's head over heels with. He's in fact so deeply in love with her that despite her timidity, she managed to captivate and wrap this sharpened knife of a speaker, which I assume refers to the fact that the speaker is actually a hardened person, and it shows with the tone of the music and his lines. Another really sweet point is how the speaker is willing to do whatever it takes to repaint, as he put it, the woman's horrible past with new memories together so that he gives her a future to look forward to. His gentle demeanor doesn't stop there, as he mentions how he's going to take her to a secluded heaven, which is the Eden that he mentions at the beginning of the illusionary scene. And he just keeps on sweet talking her and it gets more romantic as it goes on. The way he's so enchanted and taken away by this one girl is something that I find fascinating and magical.
しが俺たちのジャッジメント
Judgment made its first and only appearance in the latest entry in the West, Yakuza 0. It is absent from Kiwami and 6 for obvious reasons. I would explain why for newcomers, but it's preferable that you play Kiwami when it comes out in the West so that I don't spoil everything. But anyway, Judgment is a spectacular karaoke song that captivates the spirit of the 80s. On the surface, this song is one of many instances in Yakuza 0 that demonstrates the rock-solid brotherhood between Kiryu and Nishikiyama. However, the real jaw-dropper here is when you look at the lyrics on a deeper level and realize that it actually predicts Kiryu's entire storyline in the game in a mere few minutes. You'd never know looking at it in-game since the game itself doesn't actually translate the songs. But thanks to the mic, you can view the full song translated on his channel. I'll leave the link in the description below. You should definitely check it out because it's intriguing and really gets you thinking. I mean, think about it, the sentence "I'm a defective stray dog" alone is terrifically similar to how Kiryu left his own family and is now a stray with no refuge. Another dead giveaway is "I have failed to be a yes man" and "we're part of an uprising," which in my opinion definitely refers to Kiryu's rebellion against the Dojima family. The full song is filled with even more identical similarities that are very likely to blow your mind even more.
Kamurocho 恋のストーリー俺の孤独な心に咲いた一輪お前という名の雪月かネオン眩しいカムロ町二人紡いだこの歌をカムロ純恋歌と名付ける
This is the only song in the list that's still one big enigma for me. There's so much to say, but let me start by saying pure loving Kamurocho first appeared in Yakuza 4 and came back in Yakuza Dead Souls, but mysteriously vanished after that. I would assume it's so that they shift their focus towards newer songs, which is very fair enough. Now for the meaning, oh boy, where do I even start? When looking at it in a superficial manner, the speakers in this song appear to be a troubled couple that are uncertain of the authenticity of their love for each other, questioning whether it's just about the money, whether it's all just a facade. Yet they still seem to be holding on to hope that the relationship is not as broken as it may seem, that they'll be there for each other through both thick and thin. However, a very interesting theory by the mic says that this is actually a love story between a hostess and her customer, asserting this by mentioning specific kanji letters used in certain parts of the song that specifically mean customer and hostess. Not only that, but his theory actually makes a lot of sense when you take into account the fact that this song takes place in and is partially about Kamurocho, which is supposed to be a red light district in the first place. Not only that, but the male speaker talks about how he'll scatter money because it's love for a price, which is exactly how hostesses work, and I'd say this makes sense more than a regular relationship. This about covers the karaoke version of the song. The full song, which was also translated by the mic, raises even more points worth discussing, and I'd really love to get into them, but I digress. Is the theory I mentioned even correct? With a song this ambiguous, one can only wonder. Before we move on to number 1, here are some honorable mentions.
れなく温かい握力ゼロのハンス大丈夫さこの手は俺の手振りほどき背中を乗り越え
And number one has to belong to
年がいなくはしゃいでボート貸し切りにして沈む夕日眺めれば最高のウィーケンで今日は磨けば光るレダイヤモンだから Please get on my bed いい加減起きておくれよ頼むから起きておくれよいつまでも起きてこないよ俺も寝よっかな
Easily my most favorite karaoke song of all time, Honjutsu wa Diamond is a new song available for all to enjoy in Yakuza 6. What you may not know, however, is that this is one song that shows you one thing with its happy tone and scenery, yet in reality possibly holds a meaning so dark that you'd never be able to tell just by looking at it without knowing the lyrics. And this fact caught me off guard, as I'm sure it will with you guys as well. Let me first make it clear why I initially fell in love with this song. It doesn't take much to see and admire just how charming, blissful, innocent, and cute this song appears to be. I don't know about you guys, but watching or even hearing this song automatically puts up a smile on my face like it's a natural reflex. With a scene like this one, how could you ever conclude anything but that it's just one delightful song? But lo and behold, this song talks about death. Now, one theory is as simple as that the speaker here is with his longtime lover and they manage to get a vacation where they can finally relax and relive their youth in a familiar place. The speaker either regrets missed opportunities or he just wants an eventful vacation for the both of them, or even both. But the problem is that she's a lazy person who hardly ever gets out of bed, and therefore having the speaker implore her to join him to make the most out of their vacation. Now we move on to the dark theory that I was talking about. This one says that the speaker is a man in denial about the passing of his beloved, using sleep and bed as symbols for death, regretting all the things that he did not have the opportunity to do together with her, and so he begs her to get up with much effort, until he finally accepts it by uttering the sentence in the end that puts the nail in the coffin: "Maybe I should sleep too." Do you feel mindfucked yet? The answer to which one of these theories is the right one is something that I will leave up to your interpretation. At the conclusion of this video, I feel like I have to share with you guys the fact that I myself did not expect the karaoke video to be quite this profound. I went into it thinking that, okay, well, you know, karaoke songs are just some either goofy or epic songs that exist either so we can laugh our asses off or just to admire them visually. But making this video really opened my eyes to how deep some of them are. Maybe it's because I'm an English literature student, maybe not, who knows. But one thing's for sure, these songs contain lyrics that really make you contemplate about the meaning, and making this video made me appreciate them that much more. Anyway, I wanted to announce that the next subscriber special might be at 7.5k subs, because it feels like every time I finish one, not a month passes and I hit another 1k milestone, and it doesn't help that by the time I upload them, I'd have already gained about 200 subs more than the milestone. I'll end this video by saying thank you to each one of my 5,295 subscribers that are with me as of today, and any that even consider following my channel later on. And also huge thanks to anyone out there that puts in whatever effort they can to promote Yakuza and make it known to more people. Be sure to check the Mike's channel for fully translated karaoke songs if you're interested, as this video was actually a mix of his theories and mine. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this subscriber special. This is Devilian7 signing out. Have a good one.